to you, Tonya. How are you? How are you today? I think yeah,
Hi.
it's a lot. Hi, how are you? You started it earlier.
I'm
That's cool.
yeah, I just start the live stream, so I just want to make sure everything's set up. How you been? It seems like I know you wanted we wanted to get on the phone and talk, but I have been trying to, there's a storm down here and I want to be prepared. But then now I don't think it's going to hit South Florida, so it's a good thing.
All right, that's cool. So, are you safe now? Let me just look.
Well, I mean, it's hurricane season, so I want to say hi to my friend Zappit. Hey, how's it going? So I'm going to turn on some lights. Let me wait for my co-host to pop in. I'm getting ready to upload all my content. I'm putting it onto a podcast. So first I live stream it out, and then now it's toward the end of the year, so I got to organize them all. Let me have to. Hey, Zap It. Let me say how to Zap It before we start. Hey, you. He's like going to the Web3 side. Look at his avatar. Hey,
Hey Tanya, how are you?
I'm great. I'm so glad to see you. I'm like, I can't believe you're like what you joined the club.
Oh well,
You look at your avatar.
hey, it's not my avatar. It's actually a graffiti painting that I really love. So, how you been?
No, I just no, I've been great. I just been busy trying to, you know, get ready for the storm or hurricane or the way they were telling you like it's going to hit us hard. And I've been in a lot of hurricane, so I didn't want to be caught not prepared.
Oh, holy heck! I mean, yeah, I heard about it, but I thought it actually hit yesterday. But that's my bad.
No, it's I think it's hitting Cuba or Jamaica. I think Jamaica because I'm working with a nonprofit and we're trying to help the people in Jamaica. This um, family that has they're disabled, so I've been working on that, trying to get themselves organized. Oh, here's your co-founder. Let me invite her. I'm Paulina. Invite to speak. Hi, Paulina. I just invited you to speak too. And
Yeah,
then
shout out to you, Paulina. Hi there. How are you? I mean,
Hi everyone.
hi.
so we are just waiting.
Yeah, for Carlos, we're just gonna do a little like we can be like the green room or something. So I was on Spotify Live. I don't know why Amazon spends so much money because there's like two, I guess, rooms or a green room that's happening. That's it. I was like really sad. I literally have checked on everything just to see, because they spend a lot of money. Spotify did. They built this whole thing out of there. So it's just like this. It's a social audio, but there's nobody there. We might do a space there, like a room there one of these days, because the audio sounds incredible in there. Have you checked it out yet, Charlie?
Audio of what? Like,
It's called Spotify Live.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw it a little long ago, maybe. Just
Well, nobody's using it. It's just kind of sad because it has really good equipment. So okay. So your Wise Guy Club is here too. I'm gonna invite him up. So you brought your whole team. That's great, Charlie.
yeah, that's great. But like, yeah, it's we, it's just a special Twitter account for tweeting about that project and making some announcement. So like, I just joined it through another device, you know. Can you hear me, Tony?
I can hear you perfectly. You come a long way, Charlie. Charlie and I go way back. I mean, like in the internet world is way back. I mean, like literally. I remember just sitting in, and I tell people it's not about how many people are sitting in a space. You know, it's really about the connection you build. And I always remember you, myself, and Chaos. The three of us sat there, and we were just talking about all kind of stuff. There was nobody there, just the three of us. We had the best time, and that's how we got to know each other.
Yeah, I remember that day. Like it was like yesterday, but yeah, I always remember that. So yeah, with that being said, probably your co-host will join soon. But until that, I want to say that Paulina, she's from Ukraine. So I mean, she speaks English, but like she prefers to help with here. You know, just when she wants to say something, or if you want to ask anything, you know, just you can ask me, or if she doesn't get it, you know, just I will translate it. So yeah, she's a great artist, young artist. So yeah, when we start to talk, we will talk about the details, how we started it, and yeah, let's wait our co-host.
Yeah, he actually sent me a message on WhatsApp, but I can't really read it. So we might just well start it. Let me open up my other browser so we can go. I'm really excited and I'm proud of you because you've been grinding quite a bit on and when it comes to NFT and giving back. I mean, like I got my third NFT was from you. I still I pop in, I wear it. So I always remember that. And and we just met too. You just gave me an NFT. I was like, oh, okay, I'll take it. But I've sat in your space. You went from having nobody there to having tons of people, and you've sat in other people's spaces and have helped other projects too. So I think that's fantastic. Just just giving back and being part of the community is the key.
Yeah, that is one of my main goals. But like some people, you know, just I mean, just it's hard for some people evaluate that, or you know, just they don't understand it yet. But anyway, you know that I like that doing similar things. I'm a little bit altruistic type, so all of my project will have some charity support or something like that. So as I said earlier, you know, just I said it long ago. You remember, right? So I think when I joined, the first friends who I meet, it was like you and Kaosi and some of the people there, you know, but just I don't know where they went, you know, just they kind of gone. Maybe they got some problem. I don't know. We shall to find out them too. So
Well, I think that the kind of relationship and connection we all have built together has been incredible. So, so I'm just trying to reject. It's so funny how every platform you go to, they need to like give you cookies. Reject all. I'm gonna reject all. There we go. And we are live.
connection we all
There
have
we
built
go.
together.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start. Hey, everybody, welcome to our Sunday NFTs for a cause, where Carlos and I have been doing this in the early, I don't know, if January of this year, Carlos, and where we feature a NFT project that's giving back. And this project is really special. I didn't quite get how much you're giving back, but we're gonna let you talk some more about it. But it's a lot. And Carlos and I have done a lot of different projects, and we've helped a lot of different NFTs be able to raise awareness about their project. But Charlie here is special because this is his second time here with us, and his first project again he was giving back to the Ukraine, and this is also a learning project for him too. So before we start, I want to make sure everyone know when you grab the microphone. Please know that we are recording this space. We are live streaming it to Five Social Network, and I'm getting ready to record this in another platform so we can cut it up in snippets, and it will be converted into also a podcast. that would be launched because we want to have a whole series set up. So just know that when you grab this mic, this is what we're doing. So I want to say hi to Carlos. Hi, Carlos. How are you? Maybe he's having he's in Venezuela, so that's what I love about Twitter Spaces. We're so global. We like be everywhere. He's probably having he'll pop back in a minute. So but I want to say hi to my good friend Charlie and his co-founder also, Paulina, and I'm excited to get to know more about your project. And so before we start, Charlie, welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself and also about this project. I know this is your second project, and you work diligently, but also you're like a scientist. You're like learning, discovering, helping Web3, and especially talking a lot about the blockchain and the NFT. And so this is exciting time. We're all in. I mean, a lot of people talk, they don't quite understand NFT, but I feel like a lot of big brands are popping in, and it also is helping um nonprofit, helping a lot of different causes. And right now I think that what's happening in Ukraine is it's so incredible, and like a lot of people are getting involved and giving back. But your project is you're giving a lot back. So I mean, donate to Ukraine Fund through wholesales, including 60% of the royalty. That's a lot. So Charlie, welcome to the space, and tell us a little bit about your project and about yourself, and Paulina also.
Yeah, sure. So shout out to you again, Tonya. Shout out to you, Carlos. Yeah, my name is Charlie. So as you said, like uh, I'm diving deep in a little bit in science, but like mostly I'm with the technical backgrounds. I'm also like as a hobby, I'm making the art, but just I don't selling my art, but it's my hobby just. So with that being said, like my background is like computer science. I know coding a little bit. I know doing stuff, and I like the blockchain system, how it works, decentralization. Just I think this world can be better with decentralizing things, and nobody will govern it. Just accept you when you're making your stuff. So right now, for instance, NFTs, right? So called non-fungible tokens are one of the hottest things in crypto world, in crypto environment right now. So many people kind of, I don't know, and just everybody will get it. Just everybody will use it in future. So as you know, as you remember me, just earlier we was talking, just when we're gonna make, just some projects, or just when we start to support through the. Everybody was talking about the support, but I mean, just kind of it was like hard to make it real. But we did it, just we did it. Our research gave us the opportunity to make it. So yeah, this is the brief about me and about the project. Is that just this project is, as you mentioned, it is my second project, second collaborative project. One's name was Hedgehogs NFTs. Then this is like Wise Guy Club. Throughout this project, uh, as you remember, I always wanted to support the Ukraine since the war started. Just we meet before the war started, right? So like we talk a lot, but after that, just war started. So I thought like to make to support them. So I think that time is come now, and I found the great artist from Ukraine. His name is Paulina. She's a young, great artist. So I was like, I reached out here. So then we talk a little bit. Then she agreed. Just we collaborate and make just some cool arts. I like his style. So this is a generated NFT art. Like there is like 10,500 NFTs which we generated. So through that 10,500 on only in the public mint gonna be no, not 10,000. This is 11,200 gonna be in the public mint. But there was like we generated 11,500, but 300 is kept for the team. 11,200 is on the public mint. When we started, it was like free mint for team. After that, just we have the website too. Just everything is described there. for the details of what we passed through first phase, another phase, another phase. So we use the split contract because we don't need to say just we support anybody, just so we prove it that through smart contract. So we added on our split contract the Ukrainian DAO with the charity of the 60% of whole proceeds. Even each item will be minted, right? Just we splitting 60% and sending to the Ukrainian DAO, and including that we split the royalties too. And the royalties is when you, just when you mint NFTs and resell those NFTs. Just after that you get the royalties. So the royalties is like 7%. So that also divided like 60, so they will get it. After Ukrainian DAO, the largest percentages gets Paulina, as she's an artist. So I wanted to make it like that. So she gets like 14. I get like four. I get like 10, and there is a there's guys like who kind of invested, just to launch that project. It is on the Ethereum blockchain. With that being said, just we I paid a little bit, just to do whole stuff. So I minted 11 or 12 as I remember, and that guy also gets some percentages. And also we choose some people, just through the NFT community to support them. One guy is here, his name is Joe. And also there was an artist, his name is Jackie. It is a nickname, not a real name, but Jackie is his name. So also Nolara, like we kind of supported them. I talked with the Paulina, so Paulina, she said like yes, we can support others too. So I think this is a cool supportive project. So that's all about that project. And if you have any question, just like feel free. If I didn't say anything, just you
Yeah,
are
I'm
welcome.
gonna like go on your website, and I love your website and I love the art, by the way. But Carlos, if you can leave the space, or I can remove you as a co-host. Leave the space, restart your phone, and come back in again. It just your mic is not working. So I think that's the, and I don't want to like remove you as a co-host because I'm afraid it might block you from coming back in. And Joe, I invite you to speak if you want to grab the mic, because again, this is an open space. We're going to just chit chat a little bit about what your vision is, what the process is. And I also want to say hi to my good friend Brent. And actually, I'm going to see I'm going to remove you from co-host, Carlos, and then I'm going to invite you up as a speaker. Maybe that would work better. There we go.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, the feedbacks from the Carlos. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be change it up a little bit. I'm trying to do the show on some different platforms, just so we won't have any issues as far as, because I want to upload all this stuff and make this into like a really good series of podcasts. And to do that, I've been listening to my old shows. It's just sometimes we miss it. So, but I want this to be really promoted out. So so Charlie, what made you come up with the name Wise Guy Club NFT?
Well, the idea of the Wise Guy Club, just because like, just the NFT is for any age. Like, it doesn't matter like old, young. Just for the kids, or just when you're minting that NFT, right? Just that NFT from the collection of Wise Guy Club. So just my main point was that just we all aspire to be the wise people, right? So just we all are on some stage. So just when kid or young people, just or the oldest people, just have similar NFTs, just they will understand that what they did from minting that NFT, just they supporting a lot of people, not just creators or founders or like artists, or they support the right pathway too, and they support the Ukraine because like this is wrong what is happening right there right now, and wise behavior, like only that can save the world, so from the bad people, from the evil. So I think that was the point, like the naming.
That's great. And then you actually along the way you build a community out of this too. You know,
But sorry, but like this is the first phase, just like Wise Guy Club. But after that, we're planning to launch the Wise Girls Club. So it's gonna be also cool NFTs, Wise Girls Club. So somehow I will work on it to make it, just somehow interact with each other, and also those people who are promoting our NFTs, just Wise Guy Club, or just who are minting more than some people, right? They can get like free mint through the Wise Girl Club or something like that, and that is quite cool. I think, just as the utility, but I mean, just yeah, I think we shall to wait a little bit time till the whole NFT is gonna be minted. After that, we launch the Wise Girls Club, and yeah. Can you hear me, Tony?
oh yeah, I can hear you. I'm trying to promote the space at the same time while I'm talking to you. So you're doing the Wise Guy Club first, and then you're gonna do that. And so, but I'm like I'm following your as far as how you're donating this. You're donating quite a bit actually. So especially the royalty, 60% to the Ukraine fund. Can you talk us about that? How the donations will work?
Yeah, yeah. I think I said it. It works through the split contract, but I mean, just I wanna mention that we not donating only the royalties. We donating whole proceeds. Through whole proceeds, we donating like 60%, and including that, we also donating through royalties. So with that being said, like whole proceeds means like, for instance, there is 11,200 NFTs on the public mint right now. So when they're gonna be minted, it's like one NFT costs 0.04. It's nearby like $50 or something like that. So I mean, give me a second, just yeah, $52, and like 11,200 is like it's gonna be like half million or something like that. So through that, we donating the 60% to the Ukrainian DAO, and I mean this is the largest percentages that just goes to the donation I ever created or I ever heard, even just through the spaces or through the projects. So yeah, that is how it works. It works through the smart contract, and how the I mean just how we split those amounts. We took the Ukrainian address, Ethereum blockchain address. So we added it on our smart contract. It's called like split contract. So through that split contract, when anybody mints the NFTs, it automatically goes to that address when that split contract was created, and we distribute those split contracts, and that's it. I mean, just it is never can be changed. This never can be edited because it's on the blockchain, and that is the cool thing of on that system, the blockchain system, and the NFTs, the smart contracts. So I think that that's clear. Or if you have any questions, did I clarify it for you or
No,
not?
I know. I totally understand it. Actually, I was going to ask you about the blockchain. Yeah, and it's the same donate same place you donated before, right?
Oh no, I mean just before like when I mean just it was different, it like I didn't use our own smart contracts at that time, just I was using just like OpenSea's like simple marketplace minting system, but I just stopped that project because I need to update it later in the future, like with collaborating with some other artists too, not only me. That art was drawn by me. It was quite cool, right? But anyway, I stopped it. But in the future, I will launch it too. but this works a little bit different. Just it's written on the smart contract, so like we don't use the OpenSea smart contract, and like you shall to mint NFTs. You didn't see the which NFTs you are buying if the NFTs aren't minted. So for that, you shall to mint the NFTs. After minting the NFTs, right, you see it on all marketplaces, not just on the OpenSea or on the Rarible. You will see it everywhere because it directly goes to the blockchain system. So yeah, that's how it is.
I wanted to kind of I pinned up your your first phase of your Wise Guy Club and NFTs. Hey Carlos, how are you? Can you chat? How's your mic?
Yes, finally. Yes, I needed to update Twitter. I don't know. I am updating Twitter this month. The only thing I've done with my life is to update the Twitter app every 45 minutes. I mean, it's constantly asking me to update this. I mean, I have to talk to, to Jocelyn Main or whatever, or someone of our technical people, because it's absurd. It's like updating. So now this, I finally could get in after a new update. It's not every 45 minutes. I'm joking, of course. But come on, I updated yesterday. I mean, I shouldn't be needing to update today in less than 24 hours. It's really absurd. No, what I wanted to ask, well, you go with Wise Guy. Welcome, everybody. And I am Tonia's co-host, and I'm talking to you from Caracas, Venezuela, in South America. But I heard, Tonya, you were asking something to Wise Guy about related to something he was going to explain.
Yeah, he was just explaining to us how the donations and how much he's donating, because what they're giving a lot, like quite a bit actually, and
Yeah, I'm hearing the numbers, right? Really, really high. This is an incredible collaboration. Yeah.
so he's going to be doing the there's a Wise Guy and there's a Wise Girl NFT. I love it. I think I love the name actually. I didn't not understand. I didn't quite know how the project was and how it was named, but he explained that to us. I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, yeah, I heard Charlie, and he was explaining a lot. And what I would like to know is, that's my favorite question here, is what the NFTs, which are being used to produce the earnings for making the donations possible. What's the inspiration or the type of NFTs? I mean, where is the inspiration from the artists? How many artists are working in total in the project? And what's the main artistical point of view? Let's put it that way.
Well, the artistic point of my view, I was working one artist. His name is Paulina. She's here, right there. She's one of the co-founder of that project, and
Oh, she has a microphone. I can see. So, Paulina, maybe
yeah, yeah,
you maybe you have a stage fright, but nobody. I mean, this is easier than being on Zoom or being on a stage. So we would like to hear that from you. Can Paulina talk? Did you test her microphone?
yeah. Paulina, can you talk a little bit, or just like if you need the translation, I can do that for you. I mean, just I wanna mention that Carlos, she's from Ukraine,
Ah,
and
okay.
all right. So I
Wow.
think she can speak in English, so that's why I chose her because she's from Ukraine and she's a great artist too, young great artist.
And she's in Ukraine right now.
Yeah, yeah. She lives in the
Wow.
capital
Oh
city.
my,
Yeah,
incredible.
Pauline, go ahead.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm so sorry because I don't speak English well. Regarding our project, ask Charlie any question. If you have a questions for me personally, I will happy to answer it in a direct message so I can translate it.
But hey, listen, your English is perfect. I don't know what you're talking about that you don't speak English very well.
I
I
read
think you. No. We understood everything perfectly. You're fine. You're fine. You can explain through here.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thank
But
you for thank you for the DM option. Probably we could use it, but I tell you, I mean, come on, Tonya. What do you think? Her English is perfectly
Her
okay.
English is perfect.
You speak English better than my English teacher in high school. Okay.
I see the perfect English, but I don't know.
thank you, but I read in English perfect, not speak.
No, probably you need a little bit more vocabulary. Maybe that's the obstacle that you find. But in the feeling, the pronunciation, the sense, I mean, just the initial impression it was very, very good. I mean, there you hear other people talking more difficult, just like I want to say you're like robots or like Tarzan, just like totally lost. But you're perfect. I mean, you sound okay. So you feel confident. Feel confident. I have been working in television and radio in my country I am 61 years old, and I started on television and 17 as a writer, and then I mean just like I had radio programs. I mean, I'm telling I am a consultant. I swear to God, I'm telling you this to you. I mean, officially and professionally. I mean, this is an authorized opinion I'm giving to you. No, it's not something like folkloric or I don't know what other way to put it. But it's really really good. I mean, I may guess that maybe the main obstacle for you is lack of vocabulary, and that you solve it reading. Take a book and read it. Take a Stephen King novel, whatever, a full English book and a book with a story, and start to reading no matter what, and get the feeling, the rhythm of the idiom and the new words that you don't get. I mean, you can go to Google Translate and go add 3 words daily. Listen to this. If you add 3 new words to your English speaking every day, you will have more than 1,000 words in a year. And there are a lot of Americans that use less than 1,000 words during all his life, and they make themselves to explain. Okay, so you are doing fine, or you're in a good start point. Okay, so let's go to the artistry, to the artistic part. I mean, how talking about inspiration or what's I guess is painful due to this war situation. I'm afraid about kids being so scared, not understanding what's happening and stuff. So, what can you share with us about it? What's your inspiration? I mean, where do you get your ideas for making the NFTs?
Carlos, I mean, the idea of the making NFTs, like the idea was mine, but like she's an artist, so she chose that type of style. So I like it.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly.
All right. So, did you hear what I said?
Yes, exactly. That the idea was yours, but she chooses the type of style, artistic style that she can use.
I choose her as an artist because like she's great. So, it's her style. So, yeah, Paulina. I mean, just if you need translation, I can do it for you. But like, did you understand what he's asking?
Yeah, and you know what? We would like to hear Ukrainian being spoken. I mean, if you are going to translate, go ahead and do that. It will be great. We can wait for your translation, Charlie.
Yeah, you should speak in Ukraine. That'd be fantastic because we have translation in our
Oh, I mean,
this is and then we have Charlie here too. So he can translate.
Exactly. Go ahead in Ukraine. Yeah, Ukrainian. Sorry.
I think Charlie don't know Ukrainian.
yeah, I don't
That's
know. I mean, just I know Russian, so she knows Russian too. That's why
Okay.
I can translate. So I know Russian, but not Ukrainian. Sadly, I don't know Ukrainian, but I know Russian.
And one question, are they related somehow? I mean, the Ukrainian language
Yeah,
and the
of
Russian
course.
language are
Yeah,
related?
of course they are related. Of course they are.
Okay, okay, perfect. So well, you can go with the Russian demonstration. I mean,
But wasn't at one time back in the Cold War, Ukraine and Russia, wasn't it like USSR? That was the whole thing, right? Am I correct?
Yeah. There was, and the history. They also had a big history. There was always like kind of together, kind of. I mean, just the Russia came from the roots of Ukraine. To be honest. But they fighting with them right now. I don't know why. I mean, this I don't want to politicize this space and this talk, but
Charlie, tell me something. What's the proper pronunciation that Ukrainian people like for Kiev, for the capital city? Because I read that everybody writes Kieb. It's like Kiev, for example, in our Spanish-speaking world. But there is some story regarding to the actual real sovereign name of Ukraine capital. It should be Kiev, and the journalist should be telling Kiev instead of Kiev. Is that right?
yeah, it is Kiev. Yeah, that's right. It's Kiev. But like Paulina can say more. Just she's from Ukraine, so yeah, Paulina.
Yeah, we say Kyiv.
You say Kiev, right? I mean,
Kyiv.
everybody use Kiev around the world, journalists and everybody, CNN down, New York Times, everybody. But there is actually like a campaign from Ukrainian people being very patriotic. You like asking people, hey, please don't say Kiev, say Kiev. That should be the proper pronunciation.
I think it's because people who speak in English, it's hard to pronounce Kyiv.
Kiev, okay, it shouldn't be. There, I mean, four-letter words and yeah, it's short. It's not like you know that the record Guinness, there is a city in Finland, Finland or Denmark, that has the record Guinness for the longest name. It's like 37 letters in the name of that town. It's incredible. I've been trying to, it's something like Desatulikalika Laman Isopacito Yolosiso, something like that. I can repeat it because I've been trying to learn it, but I don't know if it sounds like that. Desatulikalika
Are
Laman
you using your
Isopacito Yolosiso.
translator, the one that you told me about? I have it on my phone.
Okay.
You know the translator. What was it? You told me about it, the Deep L.
What I
Right?
said now?
No, the translator that you told me about. I downloaded the app on my
Deep
phone.
L. Deep
L,
L.
yeah. But they say that Samsung has earbuds that you can put in and you can hear somebody speak and it translates to you as you go.
Yeah, exactly, because it uses deep learning technology along with AI. So in Spanish, it's wonderful, and it gives you three options. I don't know, Pauline, if you have heard about this translator, which is very highly better than Google Translate. It's called Deep L. It's like deep as in DEEP, and L as in learning. It's just like a short for deep learning. Deep L. You can check in the www.deepl.com, or you can download the app, which has the same name. But it's beautiful. The interface is with a great tone. It's very, very simple, very, very fast. And the best thing is that it gives you 2 or 3 different options, mainly, basically 2, according to the context that you should be speaking. Because maybe you're using the word X words that give Google Translate tries to guess the actual context that you were speaking in. But it fails horribly, and it ends speaking like a Martian or a Tarzan or something that you say, hey, what the hell is this? You have to work a lot to fix Google Translate translation. But with DeepL, it's so smooth. It's just like the translation was written by a human.
Yeah, that's what I love about Twitter. It's so global. So Paulina, like, so how how many like when the pieces are made, like, what did you say again, Charlie? How many do we have for your this project? How many total? And as so the person can mint it, but then they can like create add on to the accessories, right?
Yeah, then there are like made more than 33 accessories, as I remember. Yeah, so and they are uniquely generated on each piece. Just there are multiple like different color, different type, different style, different things. And in general, there is 11,200 NFTs on the public mint, but there are 11,500, so 300 is kept for us, for the team, but 11,200 is on the public mint. And there was like, I mean, just if you go to our website, you can see there's a button on the mint button. When you click that, it goes to the minting website. So when you going to the minting website, I mean, just it is on the Ethereum blockchain. So I mean, just there you can connect your MetaMask or any wallet you are using. Just even you can connect all the hardware wallets. If you heard what is the hardware wallet, and yeah, you can like if you have enough funds, you can mint that NFT. And one NFT when you connecting, it shows that it costs 0.04. And just when we
Oh,
started, yeah, when we started, like one mint cost 0.04, but when we started for the team, it was like free mint, only for team members. And after that, like I started like 50% discount. We started with the 50% discount till the 20 September, and yeah, after that it switched automatically to the 0.04. So it's gonna be always stay 0.04. It will not go up or down, just on the price. So it depends on the Ethereum. I mean, just sometimes Ethereum goes up, down, but like I mean, it's always gonna be 0.04.
yeah,
So
there's always fluctuation. Yeah, go ahead, Tony.
well, no, I was just saying that in the marketplace, you have it on Rarible, OpenSea, it looks rare, and what's the other one? I can't. I don't. It does. That's simple. Let me look at it.
I mean, on the
Oh,
marketplaces, you
I see
only
that
can
too.
on the marketplaces you only can see the NFTs which are minted. But to mint a new NFT, like to mint new NFT, you shall to go on our website. You shall to check their mint, hit the mint button. You will go to the like mint.vgcnft.com, right? Website. I mean, just like the subdomain. I mean, just our website name and subdomain is like mint, and you will go to the minting dApp. It's like decentralized application which based on the blockchain system. So you can connect your wallet right there, and you can mint the new unique Wise Guy Club's NFT. So after that, it's gonna be displayed on all marketplaces. So you can do whatever you need with that. You can add any story on your minted NFTs. Just we made it free for everybody to make their own story when they mint new one. And also like yeah, I think that's it right now.
Well, I like the one with the mask. You have one with the mask. That's kind of
Well,
cool. The
with the
face
mask.
mask. You know the face mask.
Oh yeah, but
Uh,
it just I don't know. Like maybe you will get similar, or you will get another because like when you minting, you don't know what kind of it gonna be. Just you cannot see, but after minting, you can see that on all marketplaces. So you can like sell or do whatever you need it. Just double price, triple price, or whatever. It's your NFT. When you minting, it's your. You are the owner of that, nobody else. And after that, you can do whatever you need.
Very cool. And we I gave the mic to Joe. Joe, how are you?
Good, good. Tanya, how are you? Hello.
Hi. I like your let me see. Oh wow, hedgehog. Didn't we meet before? Or did I
Yeah,
just
I
know yeah.
think we're friends with Charlie.
Yeah, from I think because your hedgehog project. I remember seeing that.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that is the our first collaborative project that I mentioned, the hedgehogs.
So how many spaces are you hosting, Charlie? Because I know you're doing a lot of spaces. Are you doing more or are you doing less?
Well, lately, just I was a little bit busy, so I didn't host it. It's already second week, or maybe more. But yeah, I'm planning to hold spaces again.
And now that, and I mean, Ethereum, didn't they merge or something? I mean, it's supposed to be better. How is that? How is that compared to your project today compared to your project, the first one that you did, Because it
Oh,
wasn't that a big deal with Ethereum?
it doesn't affect on that. Like it's just a matter of the Ethereum. Like they changed the algorithm. They was using like proof of work, which is like requires more energy and more, just computation. But right now they use the proof of stake, which is much and it needs which cheaper energy, and I mean just like it's faster, just on the transaction and whole things. So the minting our NFTs, I think it will not affect on that. It was just the merge of the update of the Ethereum to 2.0, so that's it.
Yeah, everybody seems. I remember when they were getting ready to do it, everybody was so excited about it. I was just trying to understand. They said it was supposed to be better for the as far as taking up consuming energy as far as minting it and stuff. So I wasn't quite sure, but then I read like Coin Telegraph. They did an article just 6 hours ago, and it's like, is post merge Ethereum POS a threat to Bitcoin's dominance? So I just thought it was kind of interesting. Because with more people use it, more people be minting it, because now, because like a lot of time people always like, oh, the gasoline, this is costing so much, and with the NFT, and it's taking up so much and so much resources. So have you had anyone talk to you about that?
Yeah, well, the gas line is, I mean, just the gas prices will be the same, just it will not affect to change the gases, because like depends on just how many people use the Ethereum. So a lot of people using it, so it will not affect to the gas. You just have to keep waiting, just when gas goes down, and do stuff when it's down if you want to like make it a little bit cheaper. But like, yeah, I mean, just the update will not affect on the gas prices right now, as I know. Like, but making your own DR is always matter. So, but anyway, as I said, just even if you make the DR, just you will see the same results. So yeah.
Charlie, just give me a second. I want to acknowledge the presence of crypto. Crypto God Louis, who was with us last week. Thank you for your visit and welcome aboard. And I don't know if you want to say something. I mean, you have all the right. I mean, just ask for the mic.
Yeah,
And
I gave them I'm going to be doing music at his Louis and Music NFT space at 8 p.m. with my girlfriend Tiffany LeBlanc. She's launching a new song, and she's wanting to learn more about music NFT. So it's really fun, just sitting in Twitter spaces, since February, and then being able to like discover all this stuff about Web3, from film to music to NFT projects to tokens to the blockchain. And I mean, the sky's the limit. I mean, you know, it's fun because I find that now, you know, and then I guess Starbucks is getting into it. All these companies are getting into it. So hey, Louis.
And the songs last week were great. I mean, it was incredibly intense and wonderful to hear. I mean, it was a very nice sharing. So thank you again for sharing your voice and your lyric. Brent is raising his hand. Go ahead.
I just want to say that I feel so inspired when I come to this space. I look forward to this space every Sunday when Tanya and Carlos have it, because I have been inspired and helped Tanya and Carlos find some amazing projects along the way.
But we have a guardian angel who helps us a lot, and you know him because you see him every day in the mirror. Brand Manuel, thank you for your help because you have been really helpful too. Sometimes we have surprised you, but many times you have surprised us, Tonya and me, and we are very appreciating and feeling full of gratitude toward you because of these wonderful people that have been here. Thanks to your contact and your connection and to being aware and worried and caring. You care a lot for us and for this space, and we appreciate that immensely. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Well,
and I also appreciate my friendship with Tanya.
Same
yes,
here, Brent.
exactly. And you are one of the few who knows the secret of Tonya about how many hours her days have, and that she's actually triplets with other two little Tonyas, and that's the reason why she can do so many things. Okay, are you understanding, Paulina? Tonya is in every space possible, all day long, all the week, all the time. And I discovered that you, for example, Paulina or Wise Guy or Charlie, you and like me, my day has only 24 hours. But Tonya's days have 36 hours. So she has
I actually run out of time too, by the way. So
36 hours are
I run
not
out of
enough.
time. I ran out of time. Oh my gosh. Hey Charlie,
Yeah,
you've had your hands up?
Yeah, well, I had the space too, like 24 hours, like real space, hours. So I wanna say that Paulina, I mean, just she shall to leave because like it's late right now on his time zone. You know,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
almost like 3 p.m., 3 a.m., not p.m., 3 a.m. So
Wow.
like, so yeah, I'm just as you know, guys, like she's the artist of those like cool NFTs. So let's give her a shout out. And yeah, Paulina, thanks for being here. And yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate you for being here. Yeah, I asked Charlie, I'm like, are you gonna have your co-founder join us? And you're like, I'll try. And thank you for being here, Paulina. And I love your work, by the way. So thank you.
Paulina,
Well,
teach
thank
us
you so
one.
much.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I just want to say thank you for your oh
Kind words, kind words.
kind word. No, kind word. Yes, kind words, and thank you for your invitation. I'm very happy to be there and meet you. You're very good and cool person.
Well, we appreciate you for being here. You better get some sleep. Like 3 a.m. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Listen, can you tell us how do you say in Ukrainian good night? Just like when you are going to sleep. How do you say good night in
На
Ukrainian?
добраніч. На добраніч.
Not a pranich.
Дякую.
Not
What
a
about
good,
my pronunciation? Not a pranich?
not a
Yeah,
good.
you're good.
Okay, not a pranich, Paulina. Oh, I am speaking Ukrainian. I love this program. This is great. Not a pranich. Not a
Дякую.
pranich.
Дякую, дякую. It's thank you. Дякую.
Ah, what thank you?
Дякую.
Dakuyu. Dakuyu. Okay. Okay. I'm learning another language. Well, actually, I only have two, Spanish and English. But this is incredible because this world is getting smaller. I have a friend, a comedian friend, who says the problem with the problem with the actual planet Earth is that the world is getting smaller, but the problems seem to get bigger. I love that line from his show. He has been telling that for 10 years, and so really every year that passes by gives the reason to him because we feel more connected. I mean, I made like 200 friends in South Africa this year and last year speaking into Twitter Spaces, and well, you see the big problems and the problems never stop. But life is that. I think that a life without problems will be boring, or we wouldn't grow or learn. So I think that the thing is not cross our fingers and ask that we have no problems. I think that the thing is let's welcome the problems and grow solving them and learn to solve the problems. I think that they are like fertilizers into the agriculture for plants for growing. So let's not be scared of problems. They always will be there. They always will be there because human human race loves problems. I'm suspecting that since many years ago. Thank you for coming, Orlina. Go to sleep. It's too late. Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye
Bye. We'll
bye.
talk to you
Thank you.
soon.
Thank you
Hey,
very much.
Zappit. How are you? Welcome back.
Hey, Tanya. I mean, I've been always wondering about John Wick. When they say Bispaquena, is that Ukrainian or Russian?
I don't know. Charlie, do you know?
I mean, what did he ask? Like, I didn't get the
The
question.
movie John Wick.
Yeah, when they
Ah.
say Bispaquena, I mean, is it Russian or Ukrainian? Good night. It's
Can
in some language.
you repeat how it's pronounced? Like,
It's like Bispaquena.
no, I don't know. It's not a Russian. I think it's not even a Ukrainian. I don't know. Well, we have here the guy. I mean, just no, I mean, just he is a Ukrainian, but like he lives in the, I mean, just abroad. So, like, probably he
The,
knows. But anyway, I mean, just I think it's not Ukrainian word. Neither
and
Russian.
the second part of the phrase sounds a lot like Spanish, like buena. It's
Yeah,
like good
yeah,
in
yeah. That's
Spanish.
right. Yeah, I thought like it was like Spanish or something like.
Uh huh. It sounds, yeah. Probably could be Mexican. Can you imagine? Or something like that.
Oh no, sorry guys. In John Wick, when he hits him before he actually takes his dog, he says Bispaquena. I mean, you can
Oh,
actually.
that is
Ah,
that is Russian. That is Russian. Yeah, beast. Yeah.
okay, okay, yeah. Now I
I
got it
mean,
too.
it
Okay,
says like be quiet. It says like be quiet.
Be quiet. Okay, thank you, bro.
okay.
You're learning so much.
Yes, and you're happy. You are very lucky because this is the last Sunday we are doing the translations for free. Okay, starting next week we're gonna charge. Okay, no, just kidding.
Good man, good man.
Hey, Louie. How are you?
What's up, Tanya? What's up, Carlos? What's up, Shardy? What's up, Joe?
Fine here. Glad to hear you. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, thank you. I'm just chilling. Just finished reading a little bit. I just decided to just pop in, just see what's up.
You ready for your space tonight? Your music space?
You know, we were born ready. Let's get it. What's up? What you guys are up to? You guys are above.
I'm tracking the hurricane right now.
Oh, there's a hurricane in Florida. Oh,
Yeah, especially well, I think it's missing us, but it's covering like all the way up to Atlanta, going up to Georgia.
It's
So,
gonna be around Tampa because I have friends in
oh yeah,
Tampa.
it's covering Tampa. They're actually closing the schools till Thursday. Schools are
Oh my
closed now.
goodness.
Oh wow.
Like you should check up on your friends because it's Tampa's like it's hitting the eye might be going through Tampa.
Okay, I didn't know. Oh, I have to. I will contact them right finishing the space.
Yeah, they declared an emergency in the state of Florida.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
crazy. But Florida's used to it already, right?
yeah, but we haven't had like it's you never know with these hurricanes. I remember when because I'm in like Boca Raton, so when one year they said it's coming, brace yourself, and I really thought it was because it was just so quiet, and I was closing out one of my houses, and I was going to my other house out west, further west, and so I really, all of a sudden, it turned and it went the opposite direction. Out of the blue, it turned. Like everybody was bracing for it, and we were ready too. We were all ready, and I'm like an idiot on the road trying to get home as fast as I could, and I really, because I have this big gigantic Buddha, so I was like praying to Buddha, and I really think he heard me or something because I was like, oh my gosh.
Namio Horenge Kyo, Namio Horenge Kyo, Namio Horenge Kyo,
Well,
Namio Horenge Kyo.
in Vietnamese is Namo Ayuda fuck, Namo Ayuda fuck.
Ah, okay,
I had
okay, okay.
incense burning. I had my Buddha like wrapped around because it's a big gigantic gold Buddha. So I had it underneath my at my other house, but it was underneath the like the patio area. But I had to tie it all up because I guess I'm just imagining the thing flying around the neighborhood. But I was lucky. I was really lucky because it went through. It didn't hit us, but the wind was like really bad. And my neighbors, where my Buddha, if I'd move it, my neighbor right next to me, the whole fence, everything was gone. My fence was still
Wow.
there, so I felt like my good karma was like because I believe in karma quite a
Good.
bit. So my good karma was working that day. But man, we were prepared. We were so prepared. We all were like saying, "This is it. This is we have to move your car. You have to put your car underneath the parking garage." I mean, it's a whole. You got to make sure you have batteries. You got to make sure you have everything connected. Sometimes you don't even have one time we didn't have cell phone. We didn't have anything for a month, like nothing. And at that time, I had my Ukrainian friends from Canada. They flew in for my hubby's birthday party, and we literally it was one of the best party. And then my girlfriend, she said that night. Well, we really the next day because the party went on till like a long time. She said she looked up and the our other friends that she was staying with, the roof came off. They had to drive to our house. But that's the kind of
Wow.
stuff that you never know. You never know what will happen. You never know. One minute you have everything going on, and next minute it's gone. And I remember just like at the time I lived on like we call it the island because it's really you go over the bridge and it's an island, and they wouldn't let people go over it. But I went because since my apartment at the time was there, and I had all this food, so I gave it all. I went and got charcoal, and I bought all this. I gave it all to my neighbors. They all were like, my one neighbor didn't drink or smoke cigarettes. By the time the month was over, she's drinking, smoking. She had a cigarette. I mean, people like lose it. They start. She goes, I haven't had a cigarette in 20 years. I can't believe I started smoking. And she goes, I don't never even touch alcohol. And she was like in her late 60s. And I mean, she really thought it was the end of the world. And that's the kind of stuff, you go from living a very good life and then boom, this is when you find out who your neighbors are and how kind people are and stuff. But I remember just driving over and bringing ice and just giving everybody all my food out of my freezer because, it's not like I can take it with me and it was going to go bad. So they had a big old bonfire. My neighbors, they party, man. They party. And down here during a hurricane, I look for the Chinese restaurant. Those are the only restaurants that open because they cook everything on on a charcoal, so everything's fresh and they cook it from that. But they don't. Any other restaurant is shut down because there's no electricity,
Ah,
no food service,
exactly.
nothing.
Of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you remember Andrew here, Hurricane Andrew, many years
Hurricane
ago?
Andrew wiped out the state of Florida. South Florida was
Yeah. Well,
crazy.
you know that there is an old political joke that we love here in Venezuela because there was a joke because everybody, I mean, all the indication, the experts, the scientists, and the projections said that the Hurricane Andrew was going to go over Cuba, the island of Cuba, and at the end, it never touched the island and went straight to Florida, and the destruction was mainly in Florida. So there was an old joke that said, you know why your Hurricane Andrew didn't pass over Cuba? Because prior to passing over Cuba, he saw down and he saw how the destruction in the island. He said, "Oh, it seems like I have been here before because everything was destroyed in Cuba." So he said, okay, "I think this is. I think I already passed here. Let's go. Let's keep going up north and end it in Florida." But that was, my goodness. How long was the? I think that was 30 years ago, something like
It was
that.
in 1992. Zabit, did you have your hands up?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly 30 years. Wow. Oh my goodness, I'm old, 61.
I'm sure Zabit
Okay.
has been in a lot of hurricanes. He was in Southeast Asia for a while.
Oh yes,
Okay.
that did happen. But the question to Carlos is, Carlos, do you have one of those beautiful cars? I mean, Cuba
Oh
and
yeah. Well, no, that's actually, well, time stopped there totally. I mean, it was just like you see, I think that it was Fast and Furious 8 or 9 was filmed in Cuba. If you want to give yourself a
it was.
banquet of all cars and race, imagine Fast and Furious races with this kind of all Oldsmobiles, Cadillac, oh, very, very old Cadillacs. I mean, all those cars that stop in time. And they are using boat motors for keeping them running. It's incredible. The inventive of the Cubans. I mean, they have been keeping them moving somehow, doing fixing carburetors, all stuff. I mean,
But
but
Carlos,
it is,
is it true?
yeah.
Is it true that Cuba has still a lot of those beautiful cars?
Yeah. There are many. It's what I'm telling you. Many many people have managed to keep them still functioning and working and running on the roads. But the problem is, the gasoline. There is a scarcity of gasoline. They are receiving a lot of gasoline from Venezuela, and even it's for free. It's just like uh, a donation from Venezuela. They don't pay, the Cubans don't pay for the gasoline that they receive, or from Iran, wherever. But it's just like the problem is that everything was stopped. Just like, I mean, no new models ever. I mean, in more than 60 years. It's just like a real travel machine, like Back to the Future. You like, you want to visit 1962? Okay, you can just visit Cuba and you will be there because the
So
buildings.
can we like go to Cuba and bring the cars back into America, buy it and bring it back? And would it be considered? Would we have no
I,
taxes on it if
I
it's
I
American made?
don't know. I don't know. The situation today is so. Can you imagine the Rolling Stones did play in Cuba like 5 years ago or 4 years ago? There was a channel a channel walk. What do you call this, a fashion model thing? I mean, there was being a lot of just like capitalist like activities going on in Cuba, along with the continuity of the non-stop continuity of the communism in the island. It is all, everything is so surrealistic in the last two decades, or specifically the last decade, that I cannot understand nothing. Really
I
don't
mean, look at
cannot
Vietnam. But I want
explain.
to say hi to my friend Nina. Hey, Nina, how are you? I miss you. Can you grab the microphone so I can hear your voice? It's been so long. I haven't heard him talk in so long. We DM each other, but I haven't heard him in a while. But no, in Vietnam it's the same thing. Vietnam is the same thing. It's communist, but it's very capitalist. So I think the opportunity is there, so it's about 7:05. I want to kind of bring it back to Charlie, because we decided our format. It used to be 60 minutes, but we're doing it for 90 minutes because it's kind of like the last 30 minutes, kind of like open mic, and people just pop in and talk and share about different things. And so Charlie, I wanted to ask you, what have you learned so far? Like, you've come a long. When I say Charlie's come a long way, I think Louis was part of this too. Louis knows Charlie. He used to sit in Charlie's space too. Charlie, what? Let's say in the last 6 months, what have you learned? I know you've discovered the you know how to do the contract and all that stuff because before you were just doing open sea, and now you got the contract. So tell us about what have you learned? What have you discovered? Because you're like the scientist of Web3 right now for me.
Oh well, I mean, that I had the tech background, so I mean, just it wasn't hard for me too much, like to dive deep. Just as I always was mentioning on my spaces and explaining what is the like blockchain or what is the like how it works. Just if you remember, I always mentioned that it is what is on the blockchain. It's always gonna be on the open source. Just if it is on the blockchain system, then it is open source. So when you are a programmer, there is the one of the biggest communities, the open source community, and just you can get a lot of skills and a lot of knowledge through them. So I use them. I used it. So yeah, I made it. But I wish I knew those things before. But like I mean, just never too late. So yeah, we are. I mean, just in the early stage. And I think we did a great thing. So yeah.
No, I love it. You're doing great. Are you going to the metaverse? Are you doing anything in the metaverse too? I'd love to see you. You
Oh
know,
yeah. Well, basically, one of my just creating several projects. So I'm working on tier one right now, and just through all projects, I'm getting some percentages right because I'm working on it. And after I mean, just I didn't get too much, just advertisement or anything, just I didn't touch with anybody, I didn't pay anyone to advertise it because like I even hadn't, but I even don't want to pay for advertisement because I'm making the real things, just if it once on the blockchain, it's always on the blockchain. So like people shall see it, just so we need a little bit time. So I shall to wait a little bit. So when I get the proceeds, just I shall to change, just hold my devices, just to switch to the metaverse and like the stuff, Oculus and things. Just last time I had the Oculus when I was like 18 years old, but like after that, just everything kind of some things changed in my life. So now I'm 25. I mean, just yeah, I'm 25 now. Just and yeah,
could you see your PFP? Like, I could see your. And I always told you that about you. Even your first project, to like people can be walking around in the metaverse.
oh yeah, I mean, just those projects through the board project which I run, like the Hedgehogs NFTs or that, just which is the Wise Guy Club, right? I mean, but it's a cool PFPs also and this is the based on the PFPs, generated PFPs, so they also can be used like to like some like making just printing it on the I don't know the t-shirts or wherever you want, or just like we can make like 3D stuff, throw them, just everybody can make it, just if some people decide to collaborate. So yeah, they can work on the metaverse too. But the one main reason is that it's NFT. So yeah.
No, because I've seen people use their NFTs for marketing. Like I mean, if you look at the apes, you see a restaurant. I've seen not candy bars, but health bars. Someone made that into that. Somebody there's like I see it everywhere. Like people are creating really their own marketplace with their NFT.
I mean, when you say that, what do you mean? Like advertising? How? Like
No, no, like I saw like what is it? One of the apes. Somebody opened up a fast food. Um, this Asian people actually they opened one in LA or something to open a restaurant. Um, using the NFT that they purchase, and then I've seen one with somebody did one with They did one with they made jewelry out of it. Another one made used it for they made some type of a health bar, and they used that as a part of the packaging. Because that's their brand. Like I said, there's people. Then I've seen people use this platform. I'm trying to think of what it's called, but they set up an account. They upload their NFT on there, and then you can go there and order like phone case with it. I just I find that interesting because it's they invested in a project and they took that NFT and then they turn around and sign up for a platform where they plug it into their website and they write a blog about it and people would go and order it. And then some people would go online and do like stories and talk about, they have this NFT and if you want to get something for a t-shirt, you can go ahead and order it here. And like, it's just, like I said, it's a whole marketplace now. It's like, it's not just like, oh yeah, I'm going to collect an NFT and it's going to sit on my my hard wallet or in my MetaMask. But people are now taking the NFT and creating products and different things for it. So they're creating a marketplace.
Well, let me tell you something. There is a Canadian uh, clock wristwatch collector of just like Tag Heuer, Rolex, and these kind of things. And he said that the NFT structure can finish with the counterfeited clocks and wrist clocks because they say that for the next year they're working heavily in Switzerland towards having the actual clock in your wrist to become a piece, just like to become an NFT. So each original clock created or made in Switzerland will have its own smart contract. It will be the unique piece. So it will be impossible. I mean, you can carry the clock, but you are carrying actually an actual NFT clock, if you can say it that way. So it's very interesting because it's exactly what you are telling. It's a lot of options that are surging. And you know what? I'm dreaming of having Elon Musk getting the board monkeys image, if not whether for the Dogecoin doggy and stuff. But can you imagine the SpaceX rockets having the drawing of the board monkey outside, or the new model of Tesla, the board monkey Tesla, for people that doesn't like to travel a lot or for long trips. So, but it's what you say. I mean, in the next year we're going to see a merge of different products with the NFTs, with the all the Web 3.0 transformations that are approaching us at a very high speed.
Yeah, of course, that's how it will be. I mean, just the NFC is gonna be used on all social medias, including like Meta, which a Meta company, like the old name was like the Facebook, right? The Meta will use, just on his social medias, like including WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook. He will use the NFTs, which is on the Ethereum blockchain and the Polygon. But like just as you see, my PFP is it displayed as an NFT. So Twitter Plutonian, she knows that Twitter Blue has that feature that you can display
Mm-hmm.
your NFT as hexagon, and just that's how it will be work on all social medias. And on the social medias, I mean, just through NFTs can be done a lot of things. So and
I'll tell
one
you what.
thing,
I mean, like
yeah,
we are so early in the game because I tell this story, and I don't know if anyone saw this, but in 2010, I interviewed the communication director for NASA, and she was like, that was the year they were going to shut down the government was no longer be involved. It's going to be commercialized. That they're going to be talking about. They're going to have private companies come in and shoot up rockets into different get into the space arena. And I asked her, I said, are we gonna have Coca-Cola? Is Coca-Cola gonna be there? And she's like, yeah, well, I don't know, but back then I don't know, back then like Amazon was around, but I didn't think Amazon's gonna get this big. But look, now today in 22, Amazon, Elon Musk. I don't think he was still in college back then, so he didn't even think about Elon Musk. But I kept thinking Coca-Cola, Pepsi Cola, Pizza Hut or somebody like that would get into the space arena. And back when I asked her that question, she's like, yeah, she was like, yeah, we'll see what happened, because when the government controlled NASA, it took forever for innovation to happen. Nothing happened because there's so much red tape. They spend so much money, and look at now, we're like, you got enough money, you can go into space. So I think with the NFT part of this, we're just so ahead. Like people, it's like when you see the future and you innovate and you try to understand what it is. And when people are new to it, they don't get it. I mean, when I was talking about social media, people thought it was weird. Like I have pictures and videos in 2007 about, Facebook pages. People were like, "Oh no, why would I want to know?" And in 2010, I was like stopping random people because I was live streaming. Like, "Oh, do you have a Facebook page? Are you on Twitter?" And people are like, "What's that? What's that? Why would I want to tell you what I ate today?" Like stuff like that. So like, look at this today. So it might be quicker because technology is faster and we have AI and everything. So I mean, that's why I'm glad Tomas is here. He had a young man who was like doing a talk on machine learning. I mean, this time next year, we don't even know where we're going to be. It's going to be so crazy. Hi, Tomas.
Yeah, hello. I was recently thinking about other topics and another topic in the context of AI, and this is like how much like uh, how much like the schooling system has been like changing, and one thing that I have in mind is how like proctoring exams is changing, and basically how much proctoring exams is getting more to the point of like machine learning using computer vision basically to detect objects that you have in your room. So it's getting to the point where it's not even somebody monitoring you, it's just like your camera using the AI system monitoring you.
Wow.
And also, what about, there's some platform that they're not allowing AI art anymore. I mean, a lot of people are they're taking. I actually had this guy wanted to hire me, but I wasn't really comfortable with it. But we didn't do a consultation. But he wanted to like buy other people's NFT and then put his AI on it and then make another NFT out of it. And he wanted to know how legal can that be. So I mentioned your name, Charlie, because I was like, ask Charlie. Charlie would know. Is that legal, Charlie? 'Cause, I mean, I've seen people do it, but is that a good thing where people buy someone's NFT and then change it based on an AI and then resell it? Is that fair?
Well, basically, I mean, just if you buy NFT and then I mean, just you are the owner of that NFT, you can do like I mean, just editing. But, like, people do that, but like it's not. I mean, just
It's
it
not
it
really
does
not
probably.
illegal.
I mean, just it doesn't have the same value as your own art or something like that. But like I mean, just everybody can do it. Just when you buying, you are the owner, so you can like modify it, update it, and just like deploy it or something like that. Mint it, throw AI, just make change. But I will not tell anybody to do that. But anyway, some people do that. So I'm just in this life we all kind of we all copying something, even the speak, even the pitch, right? Even the speech, like, even the words, we all copying, right? We all learning stuff. Means I don't know. It's hard to answer.
But
Well,
that's a very old issue because it's just like with music piracy. I mean, I am 61, and when I was 14 years old or something, everybody we used the old cassette tapes, and we record the songs from the radio, and nobody could stop that. And today, I mean, you have YouTube. They established YouTube Premium. You need to pay something if you want to download the songs, but you cannot have them. I mean, you just can accumulate them while you are paying, then they disappear. But you can, I mean, if you connect with a cable, I mean, nobody, I mean, even if you have enough memory in your telephone and you can have a Netflix movie you want to have, you can put it just like the old movie piracy. you can take a telephone or take an old mini DV camera and record everything. I mean, I think that piracy has always existed, and the music industry had a wrong approach. There is a person here in Venezuela, a very well-known professor, and he has a wonderful theory. And he said, the all music industry, just like with long play, with the vinyls and the cassettes, when this revolution started, they should be on the CD, with the CD copying or whatever, burning CDs and piracy of CDs and DVDs and stuff. What you should create is a very free version, just like a free version that you will put for free in supermarkets. Okay, the new record from Madonna. Okay, you will create a very, very cheap with all the songs and a basic package that you will give it away, okay? But then you will sell in the stores a luxury edition of the same songs, okay? So, okay, you can access to the music in the supermarket if you just want to do that. But if you're going to give a gift, remember that people like to what happens in Instagram to be just like pretentious or to show off. You know what I mean? So the industry should have created the expensive version, just like with a wonderful booklet with maybe a little piece of a precious stone with the signature of Madonna maybe, and it will cost a lot, just like $70 or $100 for the CD. So if you were going to give someone a gift, of course you will never give a dear person the cheap supermarket version. You should have to buy the official stuff in the official stores. So he did an interesting study in Spain, and they said that actually if the industry will have taken that point of view and approach the problem of the piracy from that standpoint, they will have become trillionaires. I mean, they will have produced a lot of money, because even Madonna made something once. I don't know if you remember that she created a song, and she created a lot of a booth and people talking about it. Madonna is going to release, and people will be able to download free a new song by Madonna. And it was a Madonna's rant. It was a lie. It was not a song. It was from her website, but it was just like a recording of she talking angrily to all the copiers, all the piracy copiers. She's like, you are stealing our job, whatever. I think that recording of that Madonna's rant maybe is still in YouTube somewhere. And that was something that she came and I say, you're so innocent. I mean, you're so naive. Are you thinking, who do you think you are, Madonna? Do you think you're going to stop worldwide piracy just because you got angry and you scolded the listeners of pop music? Come on. I mean, that's even childish. I mean, it was pretty ugly and awful marketing. I mean, she was totally out of the right route. I mean, I think that was a huge mistake. But I think that now the blockchain changed a lot of the stuff, and this is actually a new era. It's something different. But you are the owner of the only copy of something. Go ahead, Sapit.
Oh, thank you, Carlos. I mean, you are so right about what you're actually telling everybody. I mean, if we are looking at Napster, we're looking at the scene, we are looking into what actually happened once upon with FTPs, and looking how the scene actually worked, and the scene worked together in every country, which was quite beautiful those days. I mean, Napster was one of the tools that was created back in the 90s. And the Napster guy, I think if you all seen the movie Facebook, you can see the Napster guy in there. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, he created Napster. And then he had a scene, which was FTP to FTP. You were sharing files with ratio between each other because you wanted to have some creds. But that's how the old days used to look. So thank you, Carlos, for mentioning that.
Remember that one name, Lime something, Lime Wire or Lime? I used that a lot, but I forgot the rest of the name.
Yeah, LimeWire. I mean,
Lime,
LimeWire was
exactly.
way, yeah, LimeWire was way behind Napster because in between you had the scene. I mean,
Hmm.
it's kind of tricky. People need to go to the Wikipedia to actually see what the scene was. People trading between each other on FTPs, where you had a ratio that when you were sending 1 megabyte, you got 5 megabytes back.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
yeah, it's old school stuff, but hey, lovely hearing somebody mentioning it. Good job, Carlos.
Well, it's just like a script or something for text. If you want to download a novel or something, if you upload enough written material, they allow you to bring down, for example, Atomic Habits or something. Script, I think that's the name of the place, and it's perfectly working.
That's how the creators created it, because if you uploaded 3 megabytes, you got 8 megabytes back. But this is way back, back in like between 1999 to maybe
Yeah,
three or
exactly.
something like that.
Yeah, I started very early I was the webmaster of the TV station where I was working at the moment here in Venezuela, and I remember to start so early that I did love. I do have a routine as a stand-up comedian. One of my routines regarding to the early days of the web, and there is a line that another comedian wrote for me that I adore. It's like the people were so lost in the first days, what you were commenting before, Tonya, people were so lost that they will tell you, oh, I have an email address, an electronic mail address. Okay, take note. Just jot down my address, www.tonyaschultz.com. I mean, they were calling the email, that email started with W or the other way around, Oh, I have a personal web page. It's just like, you remember the old CompuServe numbers, the first W addresses with CompuServe, there were infinite numbers. It was impossible to remember that. And with the internet, the earlier internet couldn't protect you. For example, where the name of our station is Venevision, which is the house of the Miss Venezuela beauty contest, will be in November. The next one, Venevision should have been Venevision.com, but one Venezuelan guy living in the States did register the Venevision.com name, and then was asking us to pay him $40,000 a month for the right to use our own name, the name of the station. Of course, the legal department say no, and then he did something that backfired on him, because he created a pornographic site with the name Benevision.com. So when people were looking for family entertainment or the family program, they discovered this, and then some people at the internet got really, really angry at this manipulation that we denounced, and he lost. He lost the name, and finally, Benevision got his name. I mean, we were able to call ourselves Benevision.com instead of Benevision.net, which was the other option that was left, because there were not many subdominions in that era. It was just .com, .edu, I don't know. It was net, .com, and .edu. I mean, I think there were those three only at the beginning in the genesis of the
So
Bible.
it's 7:30. I want to go ahead and wrap the space because I have to prepare for Louis' space. But Zabit, go ahead and your final thoughts.
Oh no, sorry. I mean, I want to tell you guys that when Visa card and the Mastercard was implemented into the internet, the movie is called Middlemen. If you want to watch that movie, it's a true movie about how it actually started with the
Wow.
it's called Middlemen. If you look for it, you will find the movie Middlemen. That's how Visa and Mastercard was implemented into the internet.
Is that in Netflix?
Unfortunately, no, because it's an old movie. But that's how they implemented it. It's just two hippies that actually created the Visa and
The
Mastercard.
Middleman. I will try. I have Amazon Prime now, and then I will check in Amazon Prime because I
Yeah,
have discovered so
look
huge
look for it.
surprises in that. Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry, bro. Look for it because that's the true story how they actually did it.
Okay, thank you, thank you. I love that kind of data. Thank you. Well, bye bye, everybody. It's time to wrap it up, and there are
Well,
only
let's
2 minutes
set up
left.
Charlie. You wanna also I wanted Charlie to tell me how to get a hold of him, but I gave the mic to NFT's guidance.
Hey,
Hey.
how you doing? Happy Sunday. I just wanted to come up here and just going through spaces, letting people know, whatever you're going through, it's okay. Sundays are technically for like families days to relax. I also want to share that the word impossible has possible in it. So whatever you guys are going through, just relax day by day. Tomorrow's a new day. That's it. Thank you for having me.
Oh, I love it. Thank you for saying that and coming up and sharing that. I appreciate you. You should pop in at 8 p.m. We're gonna be in Louis' space. I'm gonna go ahead and hold on. I'm gonna share the link. But Charlie, you want to give any final thoughts and excited about your project? I'm gonna watch it. Here we go. And that's Louis' space at 8 p.m. That's where I'll be. Charlie, when's your next space? So I think he's having connection, but Tomas, thank you for popping in. Yes, I saw that story you sent me. We'll have to talk. Send me out the invite anytime you host a space about deep learning or machine learning. I'm like old school about that stuff. I used to have it as part of my profile information as I was into AI. I was going to do a whole show about AI. That was my thing at one time.
Thank you, Tonya, for tonight. It's been lovely.
Thank you, Zabit. I'm so glad you're here. And everybody, thank you. And pop in at 8 p.m. Louis goes live. And Louis, I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. I appreciate you. Bye.